hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to Elden Ring. To be specific. Just trying to catch if my audio is already staticking on us. It sounds okay. I'm going to hope it remains that way. Hello and welcome. We are in the consecrated snowfield here. Let me enact my second ear cup policy. And we are trying to head across this river as long as I can find the right microphone hole. Across this river to the larger town/castle structure here, which seems to go into the mountain. Sort of that-ish way. So I am very curious. Let's set a waypoint. I should have done that while it was open, just in case. And we'll head that way. I see we have another confusing one still on the map. Where have I left it? Here. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you so much for the sound check. I appreciate it. And good morning. It's so nice to see you guys there. It's my favorite guys there. Hey. Alright. I need to wake up. That is most importantly what we need to do here. It does look like there's a little cliff that I might not be able to get up, so I should head that away to where it gets lower down. Looks like a gladiator guy up there. With a giant axe just waiting for his opportunity. Oh, and a land... well... cliff octopus, I guess it's called. Oh, hello, hello. So nice to have a sub-anniversary as well. I just now saw that. That is so kind of you. Kind/generous. Alright, so the fact that it's perched on the wall is, I'm assuming, to give you a bad time from above. However, I'm curious now that I'm above it. Should we just... okay, fine. Alright, didn't really take much health off of him at all. But he's off the cliff now. Wasn't sure if that was one of those semi-scripted, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Seemingly not. It's more of a once-in-a-death-time opportunity, really. Stop smacking! Yeah, that's just doing no damage whatsoever. Let's switch off. Still none. Wow. Just a hefty puss. Is that the way to say it? No. Well, probably not. Oh, that'll help. Give me that beak. No, I wanted the beak. I mean, I don't want the beak, but... I forgot they can heal themselves. Sure. I saw him eating his thing, but I thought that was just to gear up for a move. I didn't remember it was to gear up to heal his entire self. Gotta be a little careful of this cliff face over here. Stagger again. And we made it. Alright. He's almost done for. Watch your parental figure die, babies. You just stay there on the cliff and watch. Oh, you sprayed your babies. That's not appropriate. Oh. Sorry about that. We really didn't need to pursue the octopus unto its very death. But hey. Couple of babies. so there is a sort of ledge here. I couldn't find the word. I was groping for ledge. Ah, good. There is a reason for it. Is there another land octopus? Okay, just checking. I am going to switch back to normal swords for just a second. I'm sure the next healthy beast we come across I'll be switching back, but I just can't stand the clutter right now. I'm too tired for the clutter. So I'm trying to make my way along this cliff until we can climb up on top of it. Is that bridge there the broken bridge we're seeing on the map? Most likely. Makes me wonder if there's one of those way gates or whatever they're called at the end of it. Likely possibility. Peter, watch me kill your parent, babies, and then, maybe I shouldn't have killed it. How can you be the most evil person I've ever met, and such a weird goody two-shoes? I don't understand. You see, it's a combination of caring way too much, and then becoming exhausted with that and not caring at all. A dangerous combination. Alright, so many butterflies back here. I may as well take advantage. Are you friends with the butterflies? If that's the case, I feel like a monster. I've kidnapped the little ones and killed all of the land octopus. Every last baby hunted down. But why? We have a ghostly figure. What say you, ghostly figure? Looks like an albinoric. Maybe not one of the ones that are trapped in time, saying the same phrase over and over again, seemingly not interactable. Does that mean she's looking at something of import? Or will she maybe fire ghostly arrows at things if I get close enough? Maybe there's no reason for it whatsoever, but we'll test. It's never been easier to cross a river. Hi. Oh, good. Not nearly as much health as I was worried you'd have. Lord Sworn's bolt. I'm sure we get those off of most soldiers, but it still sounds fancy. Drop. Drop off the edge. Do it. Do it for Daddy. Don't make me torrent you. I will torrent you so hard. There. Just like that. We have our walking mausoleum, which walks no longer, up near the church there. I need to actually take advantage of those at some point. I don't think I've duplicated a single remembrance in all me days, but I really should. I could have gone for it in retrospect. He met me halfway. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. A blood-soaked tabard, that's new. And interesting. You caught me. I didn't want it to happen. There. So all of these guys were decapitated. And their blood presumably just spread and somehow blossomed? Probably a coincidence with the flowers, but maybe it's to do with the decapitations. Is this one of their severed heads? No. No, that's just a stone. Alright. Won't get distracted. There are more guys without heads back there, but let's get back to the waypoint. The waypoint in question. They're letting me grab an awful lot of rare crafting materials. Makes me wonder if there's something I should be crafting with these that specifically damages the boss, say. Ooh, that looks like a golden seed. And it's been a while. I have the taste. Yummy. Next time we have a side of grace, I should check if that's enough to level up my flasks again. So, this kind of seems to be like one of the... I don't know if they all spun off of Caria itself, like Raya Lucaria, Caria Manor area. Hello, wolves, but these villages like the Celia town of sorcery and this one all seem to share architectural bits. We'll go with bits. Again, it's much too early. So I must just not be able to talk to any of them. I don't know if they're living in another time, apart from me, or if they're just shy ghosts. What do we got up here? Roofing tiles. My favorite. I wonder if there is like a gesture or something I should know and be using for these. That is very curious. We'll come back around. Doesn't seem to be any other interactable button or lever. There's the gladiator man with his big axe. Should use those mausoleums. They can also get you a remembrance back if you've already used it. That is amazing. I know I used one of them, and I thought, I'll never be able to duplicate that one. Very good to know. I got Fortis, or both of Fortis Axe's lightning attacks. One even has Death Blight build-up. Great spell. It sounds amazing. I can't remember in the many Saxes I've fought. Like Lancy, for example. Lancy Axe. I can't remember if Fortis Axe has been one of them. Alright, we have an item there. Sort of strange and magical glow about the place that could be radium poisoning, let's say. Something down there, probably gonna be swarmed by something eventually, but I don't see what that would be. We have a far tower and a mid tower. Fortis Axe is the Lich Dragon, a part of Fia's quest. I don't think I ever found Fia again after she... I'm assuming murdered Dee? I'm attributing that to her, even though maybe she was just nearby. And it wasn't her fault at all. I have not found her out in the wide world after she left the Round Table hold. Alright, not a traversable fog. At least not from this side. Very curious place. Freezing Greece. We could fight Gladiator Boy. We don't have to, and I'm definitely going to lose, so you enjoy your life, Gladiator Boy. We may be able to get there, but maybe that's exactly what the fog is blocking off, is that upper staircase section. curious. Let's take a gander. No real point to it, but gandered we have. Alright, we got another cliff back here. End of the line. Could check up that way. There might be a cave or something. But not seeing anything down here. Ooh, the black knife set. Amazing. Hood, armor, gauntlets, greaves. Who has been listening from the eaves? So I do believe the fog will prevent us from getting to these stairs. Let's go this way. Have you beaten the 2 gargoyle bosses? Good. Good on you. I needed a reminder for that. I don't believe I've headed back to... I want to say it was Nokron. This area. The aqueduct-facing cliffs. There is also D, the Beholder of Death, that I have never met. So yes, I must go back there. And thank you. Maybe that is where I will find Fia's questline. Alright, never mind. A new sect of Albinorics. I don't think I've seen one of these pale-faced leader types before. With the big stick. Big stick. What's that for? That's what it's for. It's for golfing. I'm impressed by how many different abilities Albinorics have. Usually... Don't do it! Usually surprise you in some way. I didn't quite catch it. So what is going on with their eyes? Owls. They have like some sort of golden curse. Did you touch pirate treasure? I told you not to do that. I told you to stay away from my ancient Mayan coins. But here you are, barbosing me. Aw, do you feel left out? I can fix that. Now you're left in. Fia's quest line on a very unsubtle hint from myself, disguised as a question. There might be a connection. I wonder if Fia is down there with the gargoyle. Thank you for enrobing it to save my ego. That is very kind. Very necessary for my ego, let's be honest. Hey, don't you work together for good? You're only allowed to work together for evil. Alright, getting a little zappy up here, but we'll persevere. Is the glowing foliage a side effect of the many repeated lightning strikes, or is it attracting the lightning strikes? And if so, should I maybe stop knitting this sports bra I've been making out of said flowers for myself? Because I don't want to attract that kind of attention. No, no, no. Is that a stake? It is. So we're probably about to die. Good. Couple of friends. Who else? Where's the bad news? These are those tree guardian guys, right? We saw them in the capital and got one of their spears. It was definitely called Tree Guardian Spear, so... it looks more and more likely that this is the right area to get to that woody section above us. Tree guardians. But maybe they're guarding this tree, and I'm totally off. A tarnished golden sunflower. Is that what we all are? Is that why you call us tarnished? I am not but a sunflower, turning my baby face to attempt to see illumination. And then have my seeds, removed from me and I die. Circle of life. Oh, hello there. So nice to see you. A couple of folks I haven't noticed slipped into the chat. Welcome, welcome. Let me catch up. Oh, it's so nice to see you guys. Greetings and felicitations indeed, and a hearty hello. You are suddenly transported to this channel, and you have no idea why. Have I met you before? Who are you, sir? Are you up to some kind of nefarious mischief? You look very suspicious to me. Now this is finally how I expect to be greeted. Thank you. 1 second here, I'll be right back with you. I found a tissue equivalent for my sleepy little nostrils. Hopefully, no one saw anything dreadful. A minor Erd tree. So yes, I'm assuming they're just guarding this tree specifically. Sorry for my rampant speculation about your purpose here. Also sorry I'm not fully caught up to the chat yet. Wearing a sports bra in winter? Yes, that's highly advised, in my opinion. Keeps the blood pumping. I shouldn't be advising in this vein. No. Both fashion and temperature-wise, I'm completely clueless. Switch. Guardian garb. That's very catchy. The Garbdian. Anyone else want some? Anyone else out here guarding trees with their little pokey stick? It's kind of look like gravestones amassed into a more cubic shape. But gravestones nonetheless. Why? Whose? This guy just couldn't take it anymore. I bet he was walking this way like, oh, I'm out of breath. I will rest for a moment. And then you don't wake up again. Sad. Out of range? Why and how? Oh, and poison. Good. Fast acting. Okay. I don't know exactly what I'm looking at back there, but it's too far to speculate. So I won't freak out just yet, presuming it might be a tree or a rock. But it kind of looks like one of those big nasties. Like those poison spewing hearts. I'm sure it's just a rock. The thing that I have not found, that typically you find near minor Erd trees, or as a reward for beating the boss of a minor Erd tree, is one of those little braziers filled with cracked tears for your wondrous physic flask. I have not seen anything like that near this tree. So maybe this one isn't involved in the tradition. And that's fine. I'm just desperately disappointed is all. But it's fine. Suspicious wall. Alright, so we've investigated the minor Erd tree. That is about all we can get to from down here, it seems. We will have to... That might be an avatar. Nice. We will have to go back to the village, I'm assuming, and figure out why that fog gate exists. That, since it's not a typical traversable fog gate, I'm assuming relates to a boss of some sort. My thought. The putrid avatar. Oh, because of the scarlet rod. I see now. I see. Ah, still catching it. Ouch. So much. So much putrescence. That didn't really come out right. Putrescence. Get out of it! Get out of the rot! No! Takes your health down so quickly. I see we have a color change. Do you have a preference? It's on cyclical mode right now. But I'd be happy to switch it to anything. Or anything at random, dealer's choice. Based on the lore, I don't think Mikola would let an Erd tree really take hold here. Interesting. So this is Mikola's area? I know there were lilies of his? Taking a wild stab in the dark. I'll correct myself later with genuine apology. No preference. Okay, we're going... What's the... Yeah, pink. That's the one. Good move. I feel slapped thoroughly. Oh, no problem at all. That's just an option to change the lighting color in here. But I need to put in like a list of the color options available, otherwise it's hard to know what to switch it to. So it was somewhere back here. I don't recall seeing a summon gate icon, so I'm not sure if we can get the Mimic's health. Health would be nice too. Mimic's help with this one. Yes, it is there. It's behind my darn Twitch laptop again. So, let's get some help. This'll be nice, at least to distract him while I grab my runage. I'll also try something a little more devastating, hopefully, in the combo department. Successive attacks and whatnot. I don't want it. I don't want to be putrid. I don't want to be like you. I don't even know if Erd tree avatars can stagger. If you're just made out of a tree, it's hard to stagger. Really glad that's still focused on my Mimic, but I'm sorry you died. Alright. Should just need a little touch. Just wait for a non-scarlety opportunity. And touch him. If Schrodinger's cat were to poop in the forest, would there be anything to hear? It depends, I guess, on if it was a fatal poop in the forest. I think we have to establish. Which I'm hoping not. My answer would be no. It was just a normal So yeah, I think if the cat survived, then it would have made a sound. But if the cat perished during, perhaps from overexertion, I don't mean to get into the details, then there wouldn't have been any sound whatsoever. No. According to physics. Thank you for the question. You had a cinnamon roll latte. Oh, man. And you've been downloading games? Oh, great day. Well, that's just a vicious tease. This is just... I feel viciously teased. So what is this called? Ordina. Ordina, most likely. A liturgical town. We actually came from here, I'm assuming? Out the elevator to here. So we haven't really explored these areas. I know Rosis here is pointing to a catacomb, which would likely have a site of grace there. We should grab that. There might be something under this frozen waterfall we could check out. And there is the Alpenoric Rise, which I forget if we could get to. Otherwise, we're starting to tick off boxes here in the consecrated snowfield. So I'll try to clean up just a couple of other items of business here, and then we'll head down to the gargoyle area, back near Nokron. Oh, I missed. Well, then you get to live. Alright, that's much further down than I suspected. Hi, Dragonfly. Good to see you. Let's see if we can find a way closer down. I'm not sure if there's ever going to be a way to surpass that. We'll see where we can get. Down through the woods and through the underground, the forest of dreams, a god's prison is found, and as we tiptoe through horrors, yes, I can feel the call of the void that brings me closer down. Bad. No! No, frostbite! My nips! They're so sensitive. Will you get on your feet? Oh. 216,000 runes just lying there in an Albenoric ambush. Easily avoided if you don't slip and fall on your ass for the entire fight. It is so nice to have you guys here. Thank you for adventuring with me. Laying down some slashes. Interesting that you can't do combat in here. That icon, like the round table hold, does not allow you to swing your weapons. Obviously, I wouldn't have swang my weapons at our dear friend back there, but nice that they're preventing the miscreants among us. So I gotta get all the way back down there with no helpful stake of Marika at the Erd Tree that they could have given me. Let's be honest. So I'm wondering if we should go from up here, or if we should just fast travel back down and go from here. It's dangerous either way, but it's only 200,000 on the line. Done swanged, yeah. Have I died, and are you a demon or an angel? Aww. Aw, that's very flattering. Thank you. I don't know how to answer that question without making you feel desperately unsafe on this, the mortal plane, but I appreciate the question. Alright, I'm being chased. I'm just gonna follow my compass then. We know it's like halfway up a cliff that I might have to worry about. But oh well. Perfumer's bolts. I can think of nothing more sticky. Hoping I'm not headed right for the cliff edge. I'm just curious if there's any way up here early. Oh, I need to peek at that map. Because I'm trying to end up like right here where this Rosa's statue is pointing. I probably just need to go further down the valley. I'm always most suspicious, it seems, in every Dark Souls or FromSoft game. There is a foggy area, like an entire area enshrouded in fog, and it's like a kind of swamp. It's just a swamp light for the massive collection. But it always makes me the most curious about secrets being hidden there, because it's obviously the worst place to search thoroughly for secrets. And it leads me to wonder. Nothing but golden runes. Which is not very helpful to me. I still appreciate it. I'm so grateful for the runes. But you could give me literally anything else and I'd be happier, because money is cheap. Money makes me feel cheap. Oh. Still on the case. Good job, Gumshoe. Okay, I'm back down here. It's not exactly where I wanted to end up. I think this is how we appeared in the consecrated snowfield. However, since I am near a site of grace, let's see if I can use that golden seed. I may not have enough yet. I likely do not have enough yet. 5 golden seeds. Aha, great, I did. Cannot be increased any further. Perfect. Alright, so what does that actually put us at? 13. Nice. Alright. So we're back up here. I guess I just need to go straight north until we hit the statue, and then we'll walk from there. It's not, straight north, but northeasty. Show me the path, O gentle lights, the promised path to the Halig Tree. I don't entirely know if we found what's at the end of the lights. We got out of the fog, and then the lights stopped being important, so we should make sure we take a pass, trying to go follow the lights directly as possible. This is the consecrated snowfield one. Great, so I need to go right off here. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by my big butt. What? Just saw something about my big butt in the chat. And I didn't know that story had leaked. That's a very weird choice of words. A very weird track to go down for the joke. Already got the big butt in there, now it's leaking. Oh, no, it's... Alright, Rosas. Where are you, my love? Where are you, my crystal sweet? Nowhere to be found? Fine. There he is. Sorry about your life, and the cutting of it short. While I'm safe for just a second, we'll try to follow his path directly. It is a little high. We might need to climb a cliff. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. I see that that guy is clutching a chest. Where did he come from, and where did he get that chest? I'd like to take it from him, but... I heard tell of popcorns. Is that better? I'm so sorry. Darn those popcorns. The chest just disappears when you die. Well, fine. Thank you. I'm so sorry about that silly audio issue. Only a little further now. Show me the path, O gentle lights, the path to Elphael. Alright, I'll get back on the path. The promised path to the Halig tree. After I get past these guys. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. I'm hoping it'll show up on the map as soon as we're close enough to it. Is my only saving grace. Aww. Well, that didn't go well at all. Don't get aggressive. Don't be that thing. Don't be that thing. Ah! What happened to my health bar? Sir, your sword. It's so sharp. I'd like one, if you wouldn't mind dropping it. Ah. Worked out well. Even the torch hurts, jeez. I'm not used to being wounded by a gentleman of this stature, but here in the consecrated snowfield, anything is possible. Ah. You've got a doggy. Hey, doggy. And your doggy almost killed me. Good job. All right. Going way back in time. Single sword, single shield. It's like the Renaissance all over again. Missed. There. Had to be done. Alright, so I am very turned around now that I've been attacked. We were trying to follow Rosus's light up the cliff face. I'm just going to set one there. Hopefully guide us. Oh, I have to catch up here. 1 second. There's so many songs about my back half. I don't even know how to sing them all, but I will. I will learn. A little healthy rivalry. I don't have a rivalry with you, please. I beg of you, no. That actually might be one of those wolves that's big enough for Latenna to ride on. I still need to see that with my own eyes. I've seen it in GIF form on the interwebs, but not with my own eyes. This guy's probably like, oh, thank goodness, he's saving me from the dogs. Ah, but not in time. No, not in time. I'll take that. Thank you. Old Fang. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. We probably don't want to do whatever this catacomb is, but I would like to get the Site of Grace for it and then use it to rescue my 213,000. That's the process. That's the plan. A lump of flesh. Gross. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Rosus. Pleasure as always. It is so nice to be in one of our weekend adventuring modes. Consecrated Snowfield Catacombs, fair enough. I mean, it's not the most inventive name around, but... So we'll have the Site of Grace. Let's go try to retrieve our weapons, and then we'll return here to polish it off. Don't let me forget. In fact, I'm gonna leave a big... Ooh, treasure to be found! Just in case. Because I'll get distracted by the next shiny object we see, and... Alright, now we're just heading this way. So, we will still have to explore, like, the frozen waterfall area. We never... It's a little close. Jeez. It's been a while since I've seen one of these. Typically these create a ghostly walking figure that will lead you to a thing. But it might be the thing we just discovered. So, it's not very helpful. Let's get it over with. He's making good time. Shifting between states of matter. I see the dogs. I have no ill will towards them, so I hope they have the same for me. No ill will. No, no, no. Nothing like that. I don't want to lose sight of him, if at all possible. What? But why? But why at this exact moment when I'm trying not to get distracted? I saw his footprints. They went over this way. And down. This is quite the ambush. Okay, he's still walking. We'll go back and fight those mage heads another time. When we're not at risk. Huh. I've never had one lead me to a chest before. It's usually just like a door. But fantastic, thank you. A rune arc, okay. Not as exciting as like a unique weapon, but I'll take a rune arc, thank you. So I should jump back up, or go around, I should say, those cliffs and try to take out the mage heads, but I don't think there was anything unique. I didn't see any pick-upable items. Oh, they are really after me. I can't even open my map. So presumably the right way to get out of this cliff, off of this cliff, is to the rise. I can't, however, look at my map to see if this is the Albinoric rise. Yes. It certainly is. Locked mage head. Interesting. I can't remember if we were in here, if we could go in here before. Or if we haven't even reached it yet. We must have. Because I know that icon was there before. Alright, so we probably have to just go down the cliff, get to where it's shallow, say, and then back up the cliff to our ruins. Almost made it. And then we can jump back to the consecrated Snowfield Catacombs and finish that up. Yes, this was where we had to get the fanged imp ashes to fight with each other. It's all flooding back to me now. Alright, down the cliff until it's safe to drop on down and go my way. I am still very curious about the base of the frozen waterfall. If you're gonna, pack a place with cool, sexy items, that's where you do it. So we're gonna check down there sometime. Alright, we're a little bit out of the fog now, here in the northernmost consecrated snowfield. It's a lot easier to see. Here are the Albinorics, who so soundly thrashed my ass. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, that was quite a jump he made. Interesting. This place I want to know more about. Made out of tombstones and chilly pale albinorics. It's very weird. Alright, 243,000. Let's see if we can break aggro and get back to the consecrated Snowfield Catacombs so that we may spend it for a level. And we'll break aggro by running towards the base of the waterfall to satisfy my curiosity. Caverns and caves. Where are you hiding on me, caverns and caves? Was that an octopus? Huh. I didn't see you coming. I see you coming. That's a long way. Ooh, good. Whew. Whew. Okay. Fall damage is a real heart stopper. You never know. I do see a summoning obelisk. So we could take out the crabs with some mimicry. However, I'm not sure if there's something even larger and worse awaiting us. Let's check. Ah, there is one of these breakable statues. We'll need a giant or a bear or something. Maybe a crab, or maybe that guy will work. I'm sure a land octopus is strong enough to break one of those statues. Here in the iciest of areas, you expect me to believe that fire slugs are thriving. That's crazy. I don't believe that. I saw you get hit with that tentacle and immediately wondered, what the hell kind of weapon did that Albinoric have? I was wondering the same thing. I was like, oh, hi down there, Albinoric. Tentacles, why? What's that? What is winged? How dare it be? Oh, the great worm. Worm? The great worm. Theodorix. We did learn at some point. I was like, that sounds like a very human name. Theodorix. For such a thing. But we did learn that all great worms used to be humans. Of some variety. Alright. Let's try him. Get a little taste of his health pool, at least. Not right there to stand. No. Really anywhere else but that. Also getting a lot of interference over here from the land octopuses. Back to our boss weapon. Fair enough. Too much dragon communion for you. Why'd you do it? Why did you eat all the crackers? Oh, one hit belly flop. Okay. That hurts. We did not spend our souls, but we did find out what's under the waterfall. And that's almost worth more, in my opinion. Let's try to rescue them. We can also clean up the land octopuses first, say, and give ourselves a fairer fight. But it's not too far away now. I don't feel like I got this far in to the cave when we activated. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot it goes down. Or it goes up, rather. Almost every other catacomb, you come in, you sit at the site of grace, you go down the stairs into it, and that's why I got confused. I was like, I tried to leave. Please let me leave. Foolish. Alright. Back after those runes. If I recall correctly, it's kind of a long journey until it gets short enough. Not the best of spawn points. But we'll figure it out. We did get that chest. I'm assuming that's all he leads you on to, so shouldn't need to activate that again, even if it is available to be. Available tubies? What? It's another one of those summoning obelisks. But I'm only at the rise. Much further to go. I think I remember running through there during our first pass. I forget what the item was, though. Oh, you're dangling down with your hooves off the cliffy. The wintry night makes your hooves awful slippy. Here we are, back on the river. Back on the river itself. So we'll avoid the Great Worm. Grab our runes, break aggro, and try to level up. Then we'll return and try to beat him again. Once we have nothing to lose. I am just now seeing that. That might be an even better site of grace if I have the stone sword keys for it. I can't believe I missed it coming through first. Quickly! Quickly! Oh! I had invincibility for just long enough. Cave of the Forlorn. With an immediate dragon corpse. That's fancy. You're fancy. Alright, now we can get rid of these. Fantastic. "31 mind, 32 endurance. I know I'm trying to get strength and dexterity up to 40. I can afford exactly 1, I'm assuming. Then let it be vigor. 80,000 remains. Nobody to talk to. So, the question now is, do we want to explore the Cave of the Forlorn first, or the Consecrated Snowfield? let's do them in order of discovery. Heading back to Consecrated Snowfield now. Though, while we're here, this is such a great site of grace for trying to best the worm. Ah, you weren't done yet. I thought for a second you might have been. Fair enough. I'm gonna go ahead and sit at it, then, to make him stop. That's my new big plan. Or the twin gargoyles, yes. I do have to run back to them as well. And maybe before I break any further into here. So, to help me remember, I'm gonna put one of these here as well. And let's go down a level. Down to the underground. Okay, I'm in a cave and cannot fast travel. Really, even resetting him doesn't really put you in a better position. Just need to run. See if I can break aggro any old way. Aha, there's a summon thing here too. I think I missed this. Now if I ever want some multiplayer help. Perfect. Alright, am I out of aggro? Then down we go. So, quick detour back to those twin gargoyles. We were fighting them a while back, and I need to return and try them again. It was a little too much for us at the time, but we've gained, a dozen weapon upgrade levels from that point. And we'll see if we can find this D NPC as well. D NPC. I should have gotten rid of that one before we went halfway across the world. There you are. Alright. So, we are back in Nokron. I need to head this way to find a D. See if we can figure it out. There might still be a Crucible Knight back here, too. We might be looking at him now. It's hard to tell. Are you a Crucible Knight? Okay, I want to make sure I don't, jump off and then I'm not able to get to him, but it seems like he's fully this way. Let's try it. I know we beat one of the Crucible Knights, and it was totally by accident. He, fell off. And then there was one that we could not beat in many tries. I'm assuming it's Chandelier Boy here. With his candelabra of death. Let's see how his health pool fares against my latest. I was way too late with it. Yeah, that should be doable. Hello? Friends from behind, it's so nice to see you. Trying to torch me? How dare you? Somber Smithing Stone 6. Alright. So I think it was that way. But let me race in here just to collect my bearings. My bell bearings, give them to me! Well, corpsey. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. So what was out here? What was out here that was so important to you? Nothing. I thought so. Aw, he looks sad. Alright, let's find these gargoyles. I'm hoping I can get the mimic for that. Arena? Shouldn't be anything to stop me. Oh, I'm so sorry if I missed you there, taking a nap. I hope it's a great one. Thank you for stopping by. This really is one of my favorite areas. I've enjoyed my time in Nokron a lot. I think this is a new passage to me. No chests, alright. If you say so. Good job. Ah, come on. Focus on him. There you go. Sometimes the most fatal boss is the camera itself. Alright. Ah, yes, I remember this balcony. And desperately trying to run past it while being crucibled. I'm not entirely sure yet if that's... Yeah, like, every time I look over at that, I wasn't sure if it was just a decoration, but it is, in fact, the palace from the Moog area. It's always so pretty in the distance, but it's also functionally pretty. It's actually there. I love this game. Stake of Marek, alright. Okay. Be prepared to mimic. Valiant Gargoyle. This is the one where the more we can beat the crap out of him before his friend shows up, the better, I think. Or let him beat the crap out of me, that's fine too. It's much the same. Don't do poison stuff. Don't do it. Oh, you did. And now it's in me. Oh. You did so much poison stuff. Alright, I sense his friend. Yep, there's his friend. Oh. He's got a double, like a twin blade. This guy has a blade and an axe. I'm guessing the twin blade is a bigger deal in terms of damage dealt. Yeah, that's a lot of damage dealt. Just from the look of it alone. Okay, get out. Didn't know he even had wind power. Get out. Oh, I so wanted to take him down. I tried. Alright, now I just got twin blade guy. He's got an axe too, it seems. Ooh, Mimic's down. I heard that sound. Hurt me. Hurt me badly. Alright, I am still poisoned. I could, like, use a bolus or something, but there's really not time for that. 5 potions left. I need to focus more on not getting poison damage than on actually surviving. Well, both would be nice. I can't take too long, what with the poison crushing me in every moment. Ah, I shouldn't have even been in there. But here we are. Making terrible choices for the good of all. We're close. Just don't do anything foolish. Don't do the foolish. was a little foolish. Oh, that was very foolish and bad. Oh well. Sliveriest of slivers left. That should have been doable, and I apologize. We'll try again. Steak, please. And I'll be right back. So sorry. Alright, hoping I didn't send my headset into popcorn mode again. Back we go. I don't know if maybe gargoyles are made out of stone. Like, that sounds obvious. And we should be using pickaxes instead. I am getting some nice bonuses from the blood loss, regardless of what they're made out of. So these are doing fine. We can beat him with these. Beat them, even. But I do wonder if pickaxes would be even more devastating if they are made out of stone. I want to get real aggressive with you. Because I don't want you to be around when your friend gets here. I also really don't want to be poisoned this time. That would help immensely. Alright, second gargoyle's in play. He's down to about half. Come on. Take one right in the face for me. I would appreciate it. Oh, so close. Alright, maybe not a good place to stand. Just need another knock on it. Just one more without being poisoned. Alright. There you are. Hi. Mimic is probably about to die. I should take advantage as much as I can over here. Come on now. Sidle on down to death. It's what you deserve and want. I think if you look inside yourself, you'll realize that it is actually what you crave. Gargoyle's greatsword and Gargoyle's twin blade. Fancy as hell. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Gargoyles, for the donation. So, D, are you in here, or have I still missed you? Yeah, not necessarily in the arena. I must have walked right past him on the way, though. We'll go looking. I don't think jumping off of there is the right thing to do. No, no, no. What else is in here? Thank you guys for bearing with me there. Glad we got it on the second try. Huge difference from our very first. I guess that would make it not actually our second try, though. I forget how many times we slashed at them. What's that? Something square in the mist. Alright, before we investigate that, let's go find D here. Let me also just make sure there's no path up here. I can't get Torrent in the arena. There isn't very much sun on this beach. I mean, there could be more. There could be more sun on the beach, is all I'm saying. Alright, we'll come back and investigate. It kind of looks like a coffin there in the waterfall. That looks like a teleporter to me. So I don't want to teleport away just yet. Let's find D. And see what he wishes to behold. Is this him? Ah. I don't know how I didn't notice that several times. Hand over the twinned armor set. Okay, so there's a guy named D. We don't know his actual name. His initial is D, and then there's another guy who is a twin of his, whose initial is also D. And, of course, you can have his armor. Yes. Unless it hurts you. Dari Ng. Nice to meet you. Dari Ng. Okay. Clear this waypoint. Kind of makes me feel like I did something wrong, because I don't think I've ever spoken to that guy. And maybe that's fine. Maybe he starts crazy. But it feels like I should have talked to him earlier, and then he wouldn't be in such a emotional state right now. I'm not sure. Or maybe I should have just not given him the armor. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. Check what's beyond here. Or I suppose I could sit at the side of Grace and then go back and talk to him. Like maybe he just needs to be reset, but we'll go back and talk to him regardless. Rest in coffin, yes. Where will this take me? I'm perfectly dressed for it. Ooh, it vibrates every time the sarcophagus lid goes scratchy. It's very nice. Very intense. You can get the armor back eventually. Okay, good. Glad I gave it to him. Ow! I was expecting this to, like, float down the river. Wasn't expecting to be propelled upwards by runic grace. But this is fantastic. Where are we headed? I will be looking for a good stopping point too. I don't want to stop, but at some point when we finish all of our checklist items, we'll find a good spot. How did the coffin break if I was just gently lifted up? If the coffin had landed the way I thought it was going to go, this sarcophagus lid would now make sense, but where am I? Deep root depths. Back under the capital city, wow. Okay. That's quite the distance traveled from here to there. I can't wait to get a map of this area. I didn't even know there was another underground area. It is huge down here, goodness. Alright. Not really seeing anything of importance back here. Suppose I should give it the thorough check. There's an item up there, and an Erd Tree avatar right away. Probably a fairly healthy one, but maybe not as healthy as the one I just fought in Mountaintop of the Giants. Take a slash. I cannot summon a mimic for it. Ouch. Oh, that's fair. That is fair. I wish I had fire twin blades at a time like this. Rough. I meant to. I promise I meant to roll just then. Alright. Oh, I really wish the rest of those had hit. That would have been a good volley, instead of just one. So close to getting him. Don't you die. Don't you do it. Oh, with that tiny sliver of health left, I'd never be able to forgive myself. Ooh, yes, the blood flame would be both, I guess. Staff of the Avatar. So if I did this against a Nerd Tree Avatar, it would be flaming. Nice. Your polearm does fire damage. I like how that side makes you upside down in the coffin, riding on your neck all the way up that water. Oh, yeah. That is the way I got in, isn't it? I could have gone in the other way and stood like an elevator. But I was just to the stars! Woo! For no reason. Alright, so I do need to go up that trunk to get the item. It looks like this is probably the way forward. Forward/down, I would assume. With a name like Deep Root Depths. This very strongly brings, I forget what the area is called. There's that... Oh, I forget what every area is called. There's 3 things that I've forgotten the name of in the last 3 seconds. But there's like the underground rotten town in Dark Souls that then leads to a tree tunnel down through a bunch of basilisks that eventually leads to Ash Lake, which is the only thing I can remember the name of right now. And this gives me very much that tree tunnel en route to Ash Lake vibes. I didn't expect it to be that slippery. I should have. I should have. Blight Town, yes, thank you. And the mushroom... I forget what that's called. I kind of think it has depths in the title of it, that tree tunnel between the two. But yes, absolutely, Blight Town to Ash Lake. Getting that same vibe here. Alright, I would like these back. If that's not too much trouble. And then we're just going to pretend like it didn't even happen, because I'm too embarrassed to function otherwise. Alright, moving on. I see the question in the chat there. Which Dark Souls game is the easiest? And that would probably be a little bit subjective. And I'm sure we'll have answers in the chat. But my answer would be Dark Souls 2 is probably easiest. Dark Souls is hard in a this is all brand new way. Dark Souls 2 gives you more slack than they have to make things a little easier. And then Dark Souls 3 is sort of their answer to people saying, Dark Souls 2 was too easy. So they were like, fine, screw you, here's Dark Souls 3. And then there's Sekiro, which I have played just like an hour and a half of, and it feels like you're back in that Dark Souls, oh, this is all brand new to me thing, because they've kind of put the focus on parrying everything. You have to be parrying. And so I'm not very good at parrying, but if I were, Sekiro might be easier for me. And I have not played Bloodborne. I need to, or else I will perish. I would love to play Bloodborne. So I can't find an actual way to get up to that item. I know there is an item up there. Not sure how to get to it. Maybe I just need to use Torrent more effectively. But I'm not thinking that's really makeable from here. Let's try from this cliff. There we go. Thanks, Torrent. I forgot I could use... Hey, Torrent. Welcome back. I need you. I forgot I could use Torrent in here. I was in the process of saying when I plonked myself right off the edge. Alright, with so much distance around you, get off the horse. There. Smithing Stone 6. Nothing else to grab up here, so I guess we're going to cross that route to the other side, or we might want to check up there first before we move along. But that kind of looks like the way on, though it could also be a complete dead end itself. Doesn't look like there's any way to go down to a lower level. Puddles and puddles of albinoric blood. Ghost Glovewort. Does look like a thing. Like an ant, maybe. One of those with the big old foreheads that are really hard to get around. I'll come back. I'm so desperate to hit you, please. Golden Land. Alright. Seems like a nice one. Not really seeing anything else I have to worry about up here, and no passageways onward. Alright. Let's get out of there, then. So, is there any way across the routes? I wonder what Golden Land does. Maybe down there. Let's peek around here first. Yeah, looks like we're going down. Those are just leaves, right? That's not some hideously moist, many-bodied swarm of... There's a cave back there. Okay. Hey. Thank you, Torrent. You're so precise. Get out of here. Save yourself. All right. big one. I don't really want to anger, lest it explode. Newman's Rune. I think we found one other of those somewhere, but I forget what the common denominator is. Why are we finding those, and what do they really mean? So many good options to land on. All right. Not even close. Ah, they're falling from the ceiling. I see now. Maybe time for some... Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be good. Instead of giving me messages about the Newman runes. It is not incredibly pleasant to fight these. They're not, like, difficult, it's just... Ugh. Ugh. So many. So many little hairs. Okay, all clean down here. Well, relatively speaking. You will title your stream The Endless Death of the Noob. Welcome all. It's a pretty good name for my stream while we're at it. Just watch me die over and over again. I'm so glad you're considering launching into these, though. There's something so special about From Software games. In that they're like... You know, obviously the big thing that gets talked about is they're so difficult. They're just, finally, a game that's difficult enough for me, the best person in the world. But it's like they're on your side, weirdly, through the difficulty. They're not trying to hurt you. And almost every major obstacle you will encounter has like a very cleanly and often poetically laid out solution or reason you're supposed to be here doing what you're doing. So FromSoft games are amazing because they kind of like teach you as you go along. And some of the lessons in perseverance and general fashion sense can be carried into your own life. Hooray! I'm not entirely sure how I get out of this place. I guess we're leaping. That's how. Fair enough. Good leap. Alright. So I'm not entirely sure if I missed something on that log, but I think it's only that log that we missed. We went up into the cave just above it. I don't see any items on it, so I'm not going to worry about it. We'll head this way. I hear an awful lot of footsteps. Why? Why am I hearing footsteps? Smithing Stone 4, that seems a little light in the reward department, but I mean that's my fault for not coming here for so long. So many nooks and crannies in here. Don't know if we'll ever fully explore it. But we must be getting close. close to another site of grace, I would hope. Why not? They're giving me the option, sure. I'll do a little mimic time. Oh, I see. These are all like the warrior class ants with wings. That's why this is sort of a boss fight unto itself. I was like, it's just a couple of ants. Why are they letting me summon? Like, all these are special ants. Sure. Nice. Alright. Goody time. Goody tama. Starting to see some of these pillars poking out. I wonder if there's a building lost in the root structure somewhere. Or if those are just from old aqueducts. Get my bearings up here. Hello! We still don't have a map. And no way to know if there is going to be one, really. That looks like a finger reader crone and a site of grace. What have you for me? Why am I here in the deep root depths? Read my fingernails and tell me. Whoa! Gorgeous! There's that building lost in the root structure we were just talking about. Some sort of glowing guardian near the absolutely stunning waterfall around. Alright, I guess we're going that way. Tummy ache? Is it?
Oh, Lord Godwin. Such cruelty. Such humiliation.
Tell me more.
Oh, my
Tell me more about the cruelty.
sweet lordling should have died a true death. As the first of the demigods to die. As a martyr to destined death. But why must it yet bring such disgrace? A scion of the golden bough, sentenced to live in death. How could such a thing come to be? Oh.
She seems more personally invested than the other finger reader crones we've spoken to, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, my poor sire. Oh.
Alright, let me get my potions back. And which way are we going from here? Presumably straight on till morning. This is such a cool area. Multi-tiered waterfalls and lost ruins amongst the nature gone rampant. I love it. I think Tony Stark is waiting for me. A gargoyle perfumer. And basilisk friends. Ah! Oh, my least favorite. So healthy, too. How dare you? Alright, we made it to the gazebo. Everyone prepare your fruity drinks. Be ready to lift your one foot on a moment's notice in case we get kissed. Perfect. The map of Deep-Root Depths. That was the finger reader we just met. Here's where we got in. That's a stump. And the rest of it. So there are like a couple of buildings here. This might be an exit, maybe? Like climbing the tree back up to the overworld. Or maybe this is the exit. If such a thing exists. So we can go right in there. And it looks maybe a little gargoyle-y is all. Or we can go this way towards the decapitations. All good options, all good. Let's race in here. This is amazing. I always love when you get to the end of these games and they start to sort of surrealize everything. With areas like this. Mashing towns and dungeons and water together. Got some butterflies back there, but I'm not in desperate need. I think we're clear to proceed inside. Alright, maybe 2 living gargoyles. I'm not sure about that left-hand side. Maybe it's just one. So hard to get past. Sometimes things happen to you in life and... well, they're just so hard to get past. Alright, not an openable door. Not a secret passage either. I won't be greedy. So it seems like we're probably headed to Decapitation Town. Good thing I couldn't open that door. Excuse me. I sneezed like a kitten. It's very delicate. Microphone. You cooperate. Alright, no way to jump up onto there. I was just curious. Headed this way then. Rock looks a little suspicious. Like a salamander. Waiting. A hell of a counter. Ouch. Oh, come on. Let me in there. Let me in your defenses. There you go. Gross. Get him! Slice him! Yeah. Alright. Where am I? Is that a mausoleum I'm hearing? Yeah, wow. Hello, mausoleum. Underground? In the deep root depths. This is very impressive. Kinda looks like you're supposed to whee off that root. When I say whee off that root, what I need to clarify. I see a question in the chat. What Xbox are you running again, and how has Elden Ring ran on it? Absolutely, I have a Series S, so it's like the less powerful, slightly less powerful, newest Xbox. So I could have a Series X, and then it would probably run even better, but I have no idea what that would even look like, as this has been a dream. I haven't had any lag issues or slow down, and everything has been gorgeous. You can't jump up there. I definitely want this glovewort. It's absolutely amazing that they've managed to fit what in any other game would be like the entire open world into the deep root depths. This is amazing. Alright, checking up here. For arterial leaf. It's like a cruel joke. It's just a cruel running joke at this point. Anytime there's something where in any other game, that would be where the really good item is hidden. Like, oh yeah, jump up onto this big building underground and find a super secret item. And this one, it's just a basic crafting material. Great. That's worth it, though. Ooh, a smithing stone 7. And a shadow puppet show you will not forget. How do I levitate? Well, that's the magician's secret. We made it. Alright, so can I use this to get anywhere else? I maybe should be jumping up onto that root above it. I don't think I can get all the way up here, though. Let me try. No. Ow. It doesn't really get much higher than that, so it's like it would be a tall order to jump onto that roof. Slippery root there. I doubt that's even landable. So there could certainly be something in that little chamber there, the rooftop of the tower, but I don't think this is the right way to get to it. Just to do the diligence. Oh. Well, landed better than I thought. I mean, this is not gonna end well, but better than I thought, really. Fair enough. Alright, so shouldn't have to use this gust for anything else. Probably can't jump down there without dying. Let's look around. I can summon again. There's a glowy gentleman atop the tower. Another site of grace by a gate down there. I wish to possess it. Item up there, item in here. That's in. Yeah. Good. Alright, we might be able to climb up, like get onto that roof, climb up this route onto there and get to that tower. Guessing that's probably the plan. Probably have to do the same to get all the way out to that item. Alright, let's get this site of grace before we head back. Really nice spot for it, actually. I feel safe here. Alright, I will need to run in about 10 minutes, but let's see if we can grab a couple of rooftop items before that point. Thank you guys for all of your patience and courage in adventuring with me so far. You have put up with a lot of comments that didn't need to be said, and gameplay that, well, frankly, just wasn't very good. And I appreciate that. It is a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Alright, gargoyles are just perfuming up. Perfuming right and left, and then up. It is kind of nice, though a little bit tragic that they've lost their wings and most of the rest of them. So they're just like little stationary tower defense turrets. Which is tragic and sad, but also whee! Much easier to fight. The Prince of Death's staff. I would like to know more about that, please. Jump down to staves. Somewhere down here. There. Prince of Death boosts death sorcery. Has no skill. Staff embedded with sullied amber, the very worst. Said to be a very part of the Prince of Death. A part of him? Which part? Enhances death sorceries. One of the staves deemed heretical by the Academy for its ability to allow sorceries to be augmented through faith, in addition to intelligence. The Academy will stand for no such thing. Seems a little narrow-minded, but alright. Alright, so we're in the tower. We can go get that. Can we get any higher? Maybe once we're over there, we can climb up onto the cliff face, but I don't think we can from here. I won't worry about it. So, headed this way then. Presumably straight on to here. And then run, sure. Alright, so that's pretty tall. That must be the very top of the multi-layered waterfall. Let's go ahead and clear this guy out for next time. Though they probably respawn regardless. Okay, one down there. Is there any reason to even... Ow. Ow. Okay. We'll be right nearby. Just have to torrent back up the root structure. So sorry, catching up to the chat here. I hope I didn't miss a question. But feel free to scold me if I have. That's it. Get the wooden spoon for punishment. What's this? Just a tree. Human bone shard. This is from everyone who made my same mistake and rode the waterfall head first in their coffin. Ah, scraped off a piece of human bone while I was resting on my head for 6 hours during the voyage. Interesting. Where does that one take you? Maybe to the exact same spot, but maybe to someplace brand new and strange. Alright, we have another waterfall with another torrential spring over there. And that must be the trunk that I was curious if it reached all the way back up. No, it doesn't. It ends like halfway there, like 30 feet after it begins. Question answered. Alright, we have another interior structure there. That isn't a... I think it's just a guy, not a fog wall. But I need to run back up the trunk for my runes. I just get distracted with the blissful exploration. Alright. Rune rescue. Gargoyles will all be back in play, I'm sure, so I'll just try to run for it. And we got knocked off right about... up one more level. And what's the easiest way to get to that? Oh, basilisks too. What terrible news. Terrible, terrible news for me. There he is. Thank you. Appreciate you warming these like a mother chicken. Now I know not to stand near the edge. It's a very important part of the growing process. Alright, there's a summon thing over there that's making me very curious. Let's race past him. Invasion time? Or is it just a boss arena that Torrent is not allowed in? What am I looking at? What am I about to be looking at? Okay. Let me just make sure I don't have enough to level up real quick while we're standing right next to one. It'd be foolish not to. But this should be our last little thing, if there is a battle in here, and there may not be. I need only about, 3,000? Save me runes. Remember Godwin. You are looking at him now. Ooh, I'll be right back. The Prince of Death. Alright, so we got Vigor last time. I'm going to go ahead and put it in Dexterity then. Alright. Let's go take a peek at Godwin. Is he partially a fish? I see what appears to be a fish tail. And nothing else recognizable. Oh, there, it's like turned to the side. I see his eyes and the nose. So he's like sideways and drooling roots out of his mouth? Interesting. That looks like the exact same face, like squished face skin, let's call it, that was beneath, I've forgotten the name. Stormvale Castle. Down below where that Erd Tree avatar, or writhing thing, whatever it's called, was hanging out. Fee is champion. That is strange. It's been a while since we've seen Fia. Guess I could just do this one-on-one and stop trying to find an opportunity for mimicry. That was a lot easier than I intended it to be. Are there more champions? Yes. Sorcerer Roger! That's weird. Because I know he got death blighted. It was like the problem that happened to him. And then when Fia found Dee at the round table hold, he also had like tendrils coming out of him as though he was death blighted? So is Fia the deathbed companion actually like the death blight companion? Or is this all just a misunderstanding? Sorry, Roger. Oh, so many friends. Lionel, no. He helped me against Radon, and I was very grateful for that. Really need to know where that third guy is. Where can I heal? Alright, he's got a pumpkin hat. This guy's a sort of warrior mage. A battle mage. Not anymore. That was devastating. Good hit. Good hit. He's much quicker than you think he's going to be for a portly armor set. I think that's exactly why he's wearing it, to trick you. Alright, just keep it steady. Not in any time rush here. He is just, the round armor, what I'm realizing is impossible to interrupt. Every time I think I'll be safe, because I have enough time to get a full, 4-hit combo in on him, which would stagger anyone else. Does not stagger those types of armor that are, all about not getting staggered. I'm assuming that's start over from the beginning and fight them all again? Sort of situation. But we'll see. Fascinating, though. I love this. Learning more about why some of our friends died. I'm all for it. Alright, I definitely can't get Torrent, and I definitely can't summon as I peek around my laptop. So this is all up to me. That never bodes well, because I'm me. Alright, that didn't go great. I lost a lot of health on it. I can summon now, though. Good. Just needs to be actively combat, I suppose. That should help a bit. Good, good. Yikes. No, thank you. I'm good. I said I'm good. I don't need any more encyclopedias. Ah! Just gonna survive. He's enchanting himself so heavily. Alright, one champion down. Let's focus on the other champion. If they'll let me. Good focus. Alright, who next? Great enemy felled. Fia's missed. Fia! And the teleporter's active. Alright. Let's get some answers here. Not that that ever happens in a FromSoft game, but I want answers. You can hear flies when you're around her.
Ah, there you are.
You do not
I
sound
knew
excited.
you would come. What is it you intend?
I don't know what I don't know why I'm here. No.
Like the dogmatic brutes of the Golden Order.
I'm just slashing around. No. I want to be held. Aw, that's so nice. So from the way she phrased that, it sounds like this is a... So I've been slowly killing all your friends with Deathblight. Do you want to know why and join our club? And it's like, yeah, if there's a good explanation, but if it's all for nothing and you've just been torturing Sorcerer Rogier, I don't even know yet. But the other option is, or are you one of those Golden Order sycophants who just can't even abide our behavior? And it's like, nah. No. So I don't really want to be held or join you. But I'm also not here to kill you or stop you from doing anything, really. This world is messed up, and we're all just trying to get through it as best we can. And if you need to Deathblight Rogier in order to do that, well, that's fine. So I have no idea what to answer here. Let me get a little more information. Fia. That's right. What should I answer for Fia's quest? So it says, no, I want to be held, will keep her quest going, is all. If you say that's right, you have to fight her, and it's over. Because she's just asking, are you here to kill me? And so, yes or no. And to me, no. I'm not here to kill you.
You are an odd one.
I know.
I am the guardian of those who live in death.
I know.
They call me a foul and rotten witch.
I know.
Yet you still wish to be held by me?
Yeah. Let me put these away first. They're a little bit saucy. That's nice. That's real nice, thank you. Talk in secret, please.
Have you ever seen a Hallowbrand?
No.
When the first of the demigods died, his flesh was marked with the half-wheel wound of the centipede. Godwyn's Hallowbrand has since been recovered at the Round Table Hold. But there is another Hallowbrand out there somewhere, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord.
Oh goodness, yes, before that happens, please.
When Godwyn died, a Hallowbrand scored his flesh, but another exists. Another mark in the shape of the half-wheel wound of the centipede, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord. My hands will be dirtied once more by the deed. Will you still let me hold you, even then?
So I have the thing she's looking for. We found it a while ago. Let me refresh my memory here. Curse Mark of Death. Let me just remember where we even found this. Found on a body lying at the top of the Divine Tower of Liurnia. Would that have been Ronnie's body? Like her actual physical body before she got in the doll? Curse Mark of Death. It does look like the half-moon centipede. So what I don't know is, because we found it on Ronnie's body, is there any reason we have to give it to Ronnie, or is it just crisscross, give it to Fia? It says it's required to spawn the boss Lich Dragon Fortisax, and may be required for the Age of Duskborn ending, or definitely is. but it doesn't really say what you have to do to enact those things, like is giving it to Fia the right idea. Seeing this in the chat here, welcome back, me, to the chat. I think Fia wants to bring death back to the world as the natural process again, instead of the coming back with the Erdtree, right? Right now we're being respawned at sites of grace through the power of the Golden Order, through the power of the Erdtree. And we cannot die. And that's not necessarily a great thing. Some people would like to die, please. Would like to die, please, now.
This
All right.
is the other Hallowbrand. How did you... Oh, my...
So I actually agree that bringing death back to the world might, you know, resolve the curse.
As first of the dead, and claim a second,
Though I'm sure it's more complicated.
illustrious life. You are our true champion. And though I can't be of any use to you, can I hold you tight? If only for a moment.
Yes. Radiant Baldekin's Blessing. That's interesting. I've not seen that before.
I will soon lay with Godwyn, and it will surely stir within me the
It?
new life of the Golden Prince,
Gross.
and first dead of the demigods, as the rune of those who live in death. Please, do one thing for me. Brandish this child, my rune, and take for yourself the throne. Stay
I will.
the persecution of those who live in death by becoming our Elden Lord.
I will.
I will soon to conceive.
Okay.
Brandish
Must be out of dialogue. Thank you for your warm embrace, which was actually quite cold, and I've got some flies in my mouth, but I still appreciate it. Nice to see you, Fia. Where was I? Where was I keeping those? So she has both curse marks now. What is she able to do with both curse marks? I can't wait to find out. So we still have the option to teleport. We still have plenty of deep root depths to discover. We haven't even begun, really. But let's see where this leads. Yes. And then we are past 2 hours here. I need to get out of your hair and start working on my editing. But the adventure so far has been wonderful. Thank you for your time. I feel like we made a lot of progress in this one, too. We explored a brand new area we didn't even know existed, defeated a couple of Erdtree avatars and such. Very productive day. I wish that we could just keep playing. I just want to keep playing. This goes to Lanedell. Alright. Near Bach. Very nearby. I'm assuming it just put us into some place we've already been through and explored. Elevator down that hall. Just get my bearings here. Make sure it's not a new secret part of the castle that we have not been into yet. This is so gorgeous. All right. And we're back here. I think we've definitely been through there. This should lead over to the Bach side of grace. Hello, Bach. So nice to see you. Perfect. So, I'm not entirely sure how those two areas go together. I mean, maybe it was where Godwyn was attacked, where Godwyn was first hit with the curse mark, is why there's sort of a connection to the capital city here. But I'm not entirely sure. We got a lot of crisscrossing pieces and information. One of them we need to check out a little more thoroughly, if we have just a second. Is that assassin's armor set? Or the black knife armor? Ooh, it looks really cool. Scale armor, used by the Black Knives, forged to make no sound. Traces of power yet remain in its concealing veil, which muffles the sound of footsteps. That would actually be very utilitarianly useful for me right now. The assassins that carried out the deeds of the Knight of the Black Knives were all women, and rumored to be Newman, who had close ties with Marika herself. Every single item we found works together this time around. Alright, is there anything new to learn and other pieces, or do they share description? Sanguine Noble, Confessor, Black Knife. Assassins, nothing new there. Probably same story. If they even have gauntlets. There they are. Black Knife gauntlets, they're actually lighter than the ones I'm using, but a little less negate-y damage-wise. Crafted with scale armor that makes no sound. Alright. So it's interesting. I don't know why the ants, like the mother ants that grow large and were soundly burst when we arrived, they drop Newman runes, as if to insinuate they have a connection to or were once Newman women, which must be just a nearby kingdom, I would assume. And then all of the Black Knife assassins were also Newman women. So what do the ants have to do with it? You found Lionel's armor set and Fia's dress here. Or it may still be here. Interesting. So that's another connection to what we've been going through. I definitely need to pick up some more puzzle pieces. I feel like we learned a lot, but I don't know what it is we learned this session. But with a lot of coordinated pieces of the story for once, I'm super glad. So, next session, we probably need to return... Tongue. Sheathe thyself. We probably need to return to Deep Root Depths and make sure we have everything like this stump here investigated. Whatever's up in this corner. We'll head that way. And then we need to run back to the Mountaintop of Giants and hit up the Consecrated Snowfield Catacombs and Cave of the Forlorn. We'll try to make that the point of our next session, whenever that may be. If I can get my editing done, I may be racing back by later in the afternoon. Otherwise, I will see you guys next weekend at the very latest. It has been an absolute pleasure. In the canopy of the great Erd tree, I politely bow at you. We'll go find Lionel's armor set if we don't already possess it. Next time. Looks like we must. Yes, good. When this chivalrous, dauntless knight met Fia, who had been driven from her home, he declared himself to be her father. Anyone who wears round, onion-shaped armor I trust and feel like an absolute jerk for betraying. Bye for now. Much love. See you guys soonish.